listening to the Clutch and Wiggle Entertainment Radio Network on CWEradio.com. Clutch and Wiggle Entertainment Radio. Uncensored internet talk radio, sports, sex, political and entertainment news. Because what else would an immature adult want to listen to?
The Clutch and Wiggle experience is for mature audiences only. Listener discretion is advised. Things that offend you may include, but are not limited to, flatulation, setting flatulation on fire, defecation, urination, spelling words with urination, motorboating, masturbation, vaginal, oral, or anal sex, ATM, or foul language. Now please enjoy the Clutch and Wiggle experience.
So you, the listener, like live internet radio and podcast, right? Well, what about ones broadcast atop a real air hockey table? What about ones that turn legit fecal subject matter into pure entertainment? According to PodGods Network CEO Adam Barker, this is the raunchiest show on their network. This show was once referenced as the Ron and Fez of internet radio. They'll never be number one, but they're always in the conversation. So who is this show? Well, it's the Clutch and Wiggle experience. Meet Rob, a.k.a. Clutch.
Hold on to your panties. What good is a voice on radio? I want to see pictures. What? We're the raunchiest. Who can talk about shit coming out of one's anus and make it funny?
Meet Craig, a.k.a. Wiggle.
A cunt with great shoes is still a cunt. I barely do any work around here as it is. If I have to do any more, I'm going to need a pay increase. I bowled a 258 in a pink bunny suit drinking vodka. I'm the fucking man. Look, I'm just glad that you're wearing the high heels because when you're in the kitchen, you can reach the high shelf in the cabinet, get the things that you need, all right? And when you're done making my dinner and cleaning up, at least I know that I don't have to do anything to assist with that.
And on third mic is lovable Ditz.
I'm a ditz. What can I say? I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth next. Yeah, you got to have that hoe in there. Whether I spit, whether I swallow is a subject for another day. Boobs are awesome. I'll be honest, women's shit. Big old piles of it. You guys are easy. I could just sit here and just say pussy, 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 pussy.
Nah, that doesn't do it.
You guys be happy as clam.
So, have you ever experienced the Clutch and Wiggle? Well, you're about to.
Yes, indeedy. It's Thursday. It's 7 p.m. Eastern, folks. It is the Clutch and Wiggle Experience post-Wiggle Christmas rant here on CWEradio.com and the Indie Authority, IndieAuthority.com. With me, as always, is my cold cohort and co-host in crime, Mr. Craig Wiggle. Hello, Grinch. How are you? Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Put on your headphones. Put on your little Grinch hat. Put your mic down. Turn it on. Say hello.
Is it finally over?
What? The show? No, we got another 2 hours.
No. I can deal with that. No, that shitty holiday that lasts like 4 months out of the year.
Oh, I don't know, the 45-minute rant topic you had last week, which I'm
a little disappointed that its execution wasn't as good as its preparation.
But
I'll have to work on next year's.
I have to say that episode is now the quickest in popularity to be downloaded on iTunes.
No shit.
It beat out Marilyn Monroe's vaginal boob flu.
I still don't know what that means.
I don't know, but the Aussies like it.
Do they now?
Yes, and of course we have the lovable late to the party, Ditz. How are you, lady? How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good.
You missed the rant last week.
I did. I'm very disappointed. I would have loved to hear it live.
You're saying she's late to the party. At least she was invited to the party. I don't get invited.
What are you trying to say? You weren't invited to last week's show?
I don't get invited. No, I just show up.
Okay. There's been an open invite for over 5 years. And you accept it every time you turn your mic on.
No, I'm well aware, but I'm never actually invited. It's just like I show up and the police aren't called.
Because you bring me food. That's your in. You know, like you knock on the door, you have a secret word, boom, you're in. It's food.
You have a secret word, and boom, you're in. That sounds kind of like a whorehouse.
No, the whorehouse, you have a secret cache, and then you get in.
You see where she's going with this?
I'm wondering how she knows this.
I read.
Apparently you and I are not reading the same magazines.
Not reading the same magazines. What are we going to do about that? Are we all going to get books for Christmas? Post-Christmas?
I got books.
Yeah? The pictures pop out of them when you open it up?
No, they got like words and stuff.
Books.
They're really difficult.
What kind of books you got? Maybe we can trade.
I've got heavy books. That's what I've got.
Wait,
It's the middle of my move, and they're very, very heavy.
Did she say she has heavy boobs? Because that's what I heard. Did you hear that?
You lost me at boobs.
Oh, okay, yeah. Heavy boobs, okay, that you had to move today, yeah?
Yeah, they're pretty heavy.
Jesus, thank you.
For those of you at home, I just grabbed my boobs and lifted them.
There you go, the Clutch and Wiggle experience is just mental masturbation for the immature adult.
I wasn't paying attention at all.
Maybe she'll do it later.
Maybe.
Or now, whatever.
Okay. Oh. Cookie bird.
His head was going like this.
I was trying to keep up.
Wow. Oh, man.
Yes. Playing with my boobs on radio makes great radio, doesn't it?
For me, yeah. Fucking visual masturbation for me later. I mean, cut that out later, please.
Rob?
But what I was saying
stop.
is that my books are heavy. Not my boobs are heavy. My books are heavy.
Well, who the fuck moves books? They belong in a library. Or on an e-reader.
Since when did books become weapons?
Of mass destruction. Like boobs. See where this is going?
They both are very strong weapons to be used very carefully.
Okay. Well, the next time I get hit with an encyclopedia, I'll know where it came from.
Hopefully it's by the letter D.
No, I don't want a big D in my face, actually. No, I don't.
We'll cut that later. I can still modify the opening if you like.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
So what's been... We missed the Ditz last week. She was unable to attend your rant show. Merry Grinchmas.
I've done better.
So how are you, Miss last week?
I am doing good. I am in the middle of a move from one place to another, and I'm surrounded by boxes, and I'm very tired, but I'm good.
You're going to say something, sir?
I love being surrounded by boxes.
See how much you missed? Not much.
I am surrounded by pussy.
Well.
I am. I'm currently, I have one on my left and one on my right.
That sounds like a hot box. But not
Yes,
the kind
my
of hot
living room
box.
is a very hot box right now.
Yeah,
With 3 pussies in it.
But not the kind of hot boxing that I do.
No.
Boxing?
Hot boxing.
What kind of boxing do you do?
No, it's not like boxing, like oxen. Okay, that's something totally different. All right,
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Oregon Trail. Jackass.
That's the other new thing in my life is I got a new kitty cat.
Oh, all new pussy. It's
Wow.
always good to get new pussy.
You're already filling up that new home, huh?
I am. Frankie Blue Eyes is the new addition to the household. And Missy, who my current kitty, is not a fan of Frankie Blue Eyes. In fact, she hisses every time she sees him, the poor dear.
Oh.
Yes. So we're having a cat fight in my house half the time.
That's not good.
No, it's not. But Missy is not moving with us. Me and Frankie are moving out on our own.
Normally I enjoy watching cat fights, but somehow I'm just not really turned on by this one.
Probably not. I mean, furs flying, there's lots of spitting and hissing.
Normally I'm
flying.
okay with all of this so far.
And the singles are just flying out of your pocket. We forgot to mention that. Is that how you're enjoying it a little bit more? Or?
Not the only thing flying out of my pocket, usually.
A little bit of the wiggle juice. Was that what you're trying to reference here?
It's a different kind of wiggle rant. Just put it that way.
There you go. So how are you guys? I heard what I missed. It was a good episode.
My God, she downloads and listens? How come you don't do that?
Bad enough I gotta listen to it once. I gotta say it.
Well, I had to wash myself quite a few times after last week's 45-minute scarefest.
I haven't washed myself since then.
Because you cleansed yourself through that wicked paper thing that I posted and a whole lot of people on Instagram liked.
Really?
Yes.
That I hate Christmas so much, I wrote about it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like, is that the world we live in?
I think so.
God, I hate it.
And actually, what I found today on our Facebook page, facebook.com/clutchwiggleexp. Yeah, I'm going to plug it. Fuck you.
Wiggle that hot piece of ass. I just, as long as it's a chick saying that. Go ahead.
No.
Oh.
Mr. Novak said, happy anti-Christmas.
Fuck yeah. I told you, it's catching on.
So there you go. Now you have one fan.
One more than yesterday. Hey, you start your army with one soldier. It's a shitty army, but, that's what happens.
Shitty army.
At the beginning.
So let's pick up where we left off last week. How was your Christmas?
I didn't kill anybody.
Oh, good.
Nobody killed me, though there were a few close calls.
Well, that's what happens when you give out Monopoly money to the chicks before you kick them out. Oh, Merry Christmas, ho, get out of here. And Merry Christmas, ho, get out of here. Merry Christmas, ho, get out of here. There, I'm Santa Wiggle.
Oh, wait, that's one of the IOUs from Monopoly. Or no, what the hell was the one where it was like a $20,000, no, maybe that was Life, where there was like a special IOU. It was like not community chest, that is Monopoly. I forget what it was.
No, there's only one community chest.
You know what? It's gonna
right
be
there.
It's gonna be like Dumb and Dumber, with the suitcase full of IOUs.
Uh-huh.
That's a car. $275,000. You might want to keep that.
What was that?
That's better than money. Those are IOUs.
No. What was that? She did something and I missed it. Oh, okay. She's juggling again.
I know.
So what did you get for Christmas? Anything good?
I got an alarm clock that I opened up about 2.5 weeks before Christmas, because I wanted to, and I
demanded it.
I got my way.
Uh-huh.
I got a couple of books.
Books. More books. What is it with books?
I read. I don't have cable, so I read.
You must shit a lot if you read this much.
What is it? I'm not wiping my ass with these books.
Oh. I thought it was like free toilet paper.
Oh, well, yeah, only if the books are shitty. No pun intended. Kind of. No, I enjoy reading. Yeah, what else did I get? I got,
Did Santa bring these to you? Or did your just local family members bring it to you?
No, I was told the real difficult truth when I was about 25, so, I'm kind of, I've come to terms with it by now.
Okay. That Santa's real.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and the soap on a rope watches me every night, and they move him from room to room, and, he makes sure I'm behaving. Right?
Soap on a rope, yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
any big fat man that's going to buy me gifts is good in my book.
Yeah, but how's this fat ass going to go down your skinny chimney?
It doesn't matter to me as long as he brings me gifts and keeps the gifts coming, and I don't have to do anything for him. I'm golden.
And that's how you get in her pants.
No. I said I don't have to do anything for him.
What if you buy her pants? What does that mean?
I have been bought pants before for Christmas.
Does that go
Santa has brought me pants before.
But does that go on the shitty list of gifts you've ever received? Like grandma's sweaters and
pants?
No, I'm a girl. Clothes for a girl is a nice gift.
Don't get me wrong.
I disagree completely.
Clothes for a guy is alright, as long as it's fucking good. Like, I got a couple good things that are clothes. There's one that I'll be returning, swapping for something that I like, but that's besides the point. We'll get into that in a little bit.
I did get one. It was like a fleece. And it's okay, and it's like, all right, I could keep, I don't know. I tried it on, and it just fit all wrong. I have a really weird type of body where I have these really long orangutan-like arms. So if I put on a medium, the body feels like fine because I'm only like 160 pounds. But the arms usually go down to like halfway down my forearm. But if I put on the large, it's like, wow, the arms are perfect. But, I look like I need to be 80 pounds heavier to wear it in the body. So, I mean, it looked like I was wearing a sweater dress. Like, the arms were good, but I swear the thing went down to, like, my knees. So it's just not happening.
So somebody thought that you
just belt it, wear some tights, you'd be great.
See? We have a fashion designer on our show as well.
There you go.
I prefer to make my own fashion.
You could get the big black thick belt and put it around your waist. You'd be Wiggle Claws with your oversized fleeces.
Oh, fleece, oversized. Okay, that's
yes.
what you're saying. Okay.
Why would you think I said feces?
I don't know. You said once you started saying big black, I was just like, "Ee, woo, woo," and then you said belt, and it's like, okay, that went in a direction I can be comfortable with.
So we tossed it over to the Ditz. What'd you get that was good?
I got gift certificates, which is awesome. And my brother got me this really adorable cat figurine. And then I got coffee.
Coffee?
Never a bad thing.
Yes.
What kind of coffee? Because that's specific.
I got coffee that was made in Dayton, Ohio, where my brother lives. And it was a Buckeye blend. And I also got K-Cups from my father.
K-Cups are okay. I've kind of moved on from the K-Cup.
I kind of have too. I can't quite afford. I can't afford to keep using the K-Cups, and I also find that I drink massive quantities of coffee where the K-Cups just are not practical.
I've moved on to the coffee tea bag type of
gotcha.
apparatus.
No, I just brew a pot of coffee.
I'm good with like a cup every couple hours. Okay,
I love my K-Cups, and then I have the little adapter that you can put fresh grounds in it.
Yeah, I have one of those. Again, I just keep going back, and it's like, ooh, more coffee. Ooh, more coffee. And it's like, no, I'll just...
You're an addict. That's what you are.
Well, I'm not like snorting coffee grinds. I'm not like that, usually. Kinda.
Well,
alright, I only did it once, but I liked it.
Okay. I got myself some sports stuff. I got a Bo Jackson jersey. I got a Raiders coffee cup, coffee mug. I bought myself Sonos.
What is Sonos?
Is a hi-fi speaker system that connects to your router, where you can have one little speaker in your room, one speaker in the shitter, one speaker in the basement, and through your smartphone, you can control what music comes out of each one of them separately and individually.
Don't touch the one in the shitter.
Nice.
But that's what it does. It's fucking awesome.
The one in the bathroom only plays shitty music.
Yeah.
The Flight of the Valkyrie.
Now, actually, it's interesting that I mentioned this because it's getting me thinking. Do you need a lot of really heavy bass for the one in the bathroom to kind of help with the evacuation?
That along with the squatty potty, which I have to admit I've been using that technique recently, and it's been helping out a little bit.
You put a stool around the toilet and or do you have to actually pick your legs up and hold them?
No, are you kidding? I don't have that kind of muscle in my ab.
You have a squatty potty?
No, I just tip over the little garbage can and put my feet on top of it.
Oh, all right. Well, that works.
It's my own personal squatty potty.
I'm not using that garbage can ever again.
It's all right. I only put my feet on it. Don't let my junk swings around it.
I didn't say what I do with the garbage can.
So what's the worst gift you got? And we can go into if you're a gift returner or a regifter or not.
I really didn't get any. Oh, actually, yeah. All right, the work gift was really, really, utterly horrible.
Oh, that's right. We had our gift, our work parties. Ugh.
I got a giant, or I shouldn't say giant, maybe like 2 feet tall. It was one of those stupid 2 foot tall nutcrackers. I open it up and I look at it, and in my head, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The guy who hates fucking Christmas to the bone gets a goddamn 2 foot tall nutcracker?
Can I ask you a question?
What the fuck am I going to do with this other than firewood? Which I swear that's where it's going.
No. Did it cross your mind at any point that you wanted to put your nuts in there?
No.
In his mouth and just go,
No.
haha, see, look,
no,
nutcracker?
I wanted to, you know what, but I did want to trade it for something else because you could kind of do that. But I'm like, you know what, I really don't want to be ultra douchey and trade it, so I'm just going to live with it. I really don't care. And any of the other things that other people got, I really don't want that bad anyway, so I'm just going to live with it. And I swear to God, things are going to be fucking firewood.
Ditzy, what's the worst thing you got? If you'd like to admit it.
The worst thing I got was at an office gift exchange this year, and I got Christmas plates.
See? It's that fucking office shit.
See, I was smart enough. I didn't partake in this, although I watched in the regional Christmas party. Everybody was hell bent. Everybody was hell bent on getting those little $5 Dunkin' Donuts gift cards. That was flying around like it was nothing. But
Dunkin' Donuts gift cards?
Yeah,
that's lame.
I mean, there were some other cool things, but that was like the hot ticket item.
The last 6 times I've had Dunkin' Donuts coffee, I've realized that it's been probably the worst decision I've made of the day.
No, you're not going to the right ones.
No, I've gone to numerous different Dunkin' Donuts. They've done something different with their coffee in the last couple of years, and it just tastes like horse piss. Not that I know what that tastes like, but if I had to guess, my guess would be they're brewing it in Dunkin' Donuts.
You almost made her gag.
I will.
Ew.
We got the ew back.
I could have said horse cum.
Ew. Even worse.
Not from the reaction you just gave me.
Yeah, the horse piss was a better reaction, to be honest.
How about whale cum?
Ooh.
That sounds like something you gotta chew.
Like chum.
Ugh.
Like chum.
It's chum in a double D mug. You figure it out.
Ugh.
Hey, at least you don't need any creamer with it.
God, gross.
Aren't you glad you came back this week?
Yeah.
I may need to bust out that brandy. Maybe the 8 o'clock hour. Is this glass clean?
Probably not.
No, it's not. I can still see stains in it from the last glass of brandy. It's okay.
Shit, the worst thing I got was from Old Navy, so it's easy enough to go back there and trade it. I'll probably get a fleece in exchange for it. It's just ugly and striped. It's like it doesn't fit me.
Well, that's the only problem I have with my fleece. Like, it doesn't fit.
No,
I might have kept it if it fit, but still probably not.
No, it has horizontal stripes on it.
So you look like Where's Waldo?
Yeah, and I don't want to be that. I'd rather get
Is it red and white?
No, it's blue and white.
Yeah. I don't know.
Horizontal stripes are never a good call.
Mm-mm.
I don't mind stripes that much.
I'll flip it for a fleece, so it's not that bad.
Meh. I prefer hoodies.
Yeah, hoodies are right. Would you ever regift anything? Are you a regifter?
I'm really not a regifter. The only thing I might actually regift is like your generic bottle of wine. Because I'm really not a big wine drinker, but wine seems to be a very popular gift to get around the holidays. I mean, and I'm not so much against it. It's just with the amount of wine that I get, it's going to take me 3 lifetimes to drink it all, so I may as well give it to someone that I have a pretty solid idea will drink it themselves. So I'm not regifting because I don't like it. I'm just regifting it because I think there's someone out there who could make better use of it than me.
It's funny that you bring that up.
That's about it. Other than that, I wouldn't regift anything.
My dad actually found out that my uncle was regifting bottles of booze that he gave to him the Christmas before. Because yeah, because
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, eventually, because it essentially it's the same booze that everybody got. It was like that Absolute vodka.
Yeah.
Okay, because that was the hit during the time, and he was finding out that after like a couple of years, he was getting the same wrapping paper and the same ribbon that he gave to him.
Really? Like you're that uncreative that you're not even gonna like rewrap it?
No. So what he did one year is that he got it back. He unwrapped it. What he did is he put initials or he put something on the bottom of the bottle.
I thought you said he put like an X on the bottom.
Yeah, something like that. He put something on the bottom of the bottle, rewrapped it, and sent it back. So the following year, he got one back. The ribbon was different. The paper was the same. He unwrapped it. He looked at the bottom of it, and it had the X's on the bottom of it. So he knew my uncle was regifting bottles of booze.
All right. Rule number 1, if you're going to regift, you don't gift it back to the person that gave it to you in the first place. Unless you...
No, because see, what they usually do is that since it's the same bottle and everybody knows they're getting a bottle of booze,
yeah,
you don't put the names on it. You just hand it to the people. So I'm assuming my uncle just, like, closed his eyes, grabbed the bottle, goes, here you go, and by chance it was his. So...
I don't know. I'm not quite buying that. The chance that specifically happens, if you're really regifting the same bottle back and forth, like you should really just kind of get the hint that nobody wants it. So just give something else.
It was an easy wrap.
I guess.
Ditz, would you ever regift anything that you've gotten for Christmas?
Oh, sure.
Wow.
Wow. Fuck everybody. I don't want your stupid shit.
I mean, not a problem. I've regifted before. If I get a gift card, like, if I get a gift card and I have to buy a gift for somebody else, I'm just going to buy them a gift card. I'll give them the same gift card that I was given. So I'll regift gift cards. I'll regift, most of the time it's not personal stuff that I've gotten that I'll regift.
So you know what? We have to make our Christmas presents that we're buying her really fucking good or really fucking specific so she can't regift it. It has to be.
I would never regift something you guys gave me because, of course, I would treasure it forever.
Was she kissing ass or sucking weenie? I couldn't tell with that in-depth answer.
My bullshit meter's going on.
You'll never know.
Bullshit.
So, I'm assuming everybody here was getting stuff via either FedEx or UPS delivered to their places when they were buying stuff online, I assume, this year? Yes?
Weeks ago.
Okay. Ditz? You're
yes.
nodding yes. Anybody get anything late? Like, not on time?
No.
No, everything was on time for me.
I did. It was supposed to get here Christmas Eve. It's all right. I know we're boring, so you don't have to show us. I was supposed to get something Christmas Eve. I see on the UPS's tracking things is, it's out for delivery at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but you see, you're also a douche, and you're having shit shipped to your house at the last minute. Because
No.
When did you buy it?
Like earlier in the month.
Like what is earlier in the month?
Like early
the
December.
23rd?
Early December.
And when did they say it would be delivered, or was it just by Christmas?
It was like by Christmas.
All right, then I take it back.
So we were talking about this during prep dinner. That FedEx and UPS got hammered with deliveries, and they were blaming the weather that they couldn't get the deliveries out on time. So they were getting more staff to get all the packages down to a respectable number, so you can actually get your gifts. What's your opinion on that? I know I'm a little ticked off because they said it's out for delivery, and then I get a message saying, "Oh, we tried to deliver it to the house, but nobody answered the door." I was home. Nobody came to my door and said, "We have a package for you."
You know, and I've noticed with FedEx, they don't stick around. They pretty much come and you're lucky if you get a tap on the door, because they're pretty quick to run out of there.
Well,
so
you say that when Mr. Wiggle came here with his food, I opened up the door and I see a box and then Mr. Wiggle. I go, "Oh, I guess my delivery came." Doorbell wasn't rung, the door wasn't knocked on, nothing. It was just left out there. It was an electronic device in a big fucking box.
yeah, that happens to us a lot. It's like we won't even hear the door, they won't knock, or we'll hear like a real light tap or something, and then they're gone.
It's bullshit, I tell you.
But I'm glad that they're getting more people to help out, but they definitely needed to be on top of the shipments. I mean, if they were missing dates that they said that they were going to make, that's something wrong, and they need to be doing some refunding of some monies.
And I've seen art of like fights, so to speak, just online going back and forth saying, well, you have to respect these guys. You have to give them a little bit of slack because they're rushing, you know, and they're making promises to get stuff on Christmas Eve. You got to give them slack. Like, fuck you. The distributor promised to get it to you by a certain date, and they can't do it? What's the problem?
Yeah, people are paying for a guaranteed delivery.
Yep. That's my take on it. What about yours, Mr. Wiggle?
I will say this, you know, it just so happened that every day that I go home for lunch during the workday.
You're fucking lucky.
Well, not for long, but I am fortunate enough to do it right now. And nearly every day I came home, the UPS truck happened to be driving down my street at the same time. But there were some days where it wasn't a UPS truck. It was a U-Haul. It was a budget truck. It was clearly a rental. And, you know, at least UPS, I know, says, okay, crazy shit's going to happen. We're going to boost our fleet. We are going to rent a whole bunch of trucks to increase deliveries. Someone I spoke with just today knows someone who, during the last 3 weeks of the year, or last 3 weeks before Christmas, takes vacation time and works with UPS as a runner of sorts.
That's all right. That's pretty good.
Well, so the driver just drives, and he is essentially riding shotgun in the truck, and every time the UPS truck stops, he runs the package to the door and runs back in, probably saving, 30 seconds for every delivery? But you add that up throughout the day, and you figure maybe they can do like 20 more deliveries with every truck throughout the day.
It's very true.
So, I don't know what else they could do to prepare any better. I mean, the weather sucks, you know, but the weather's the weather, and we all have to deal with it. I understand, or so you tell me, that you ordered your product, or whatever it was you ordered, your blow-up sex babe, weeks before, and she would be delivered before Christmas, and she wasn't. But most people, and from everything I saw, just from surfing around online and seeing, like, is there any good last-minute deals, not so much pertaining to Christmas, just of, like, stuff I might want or need. Mm-hmm. And up till, like, the Friday before Christmas, just about every website I saw was, you know, delivery guaranteed for Christmas, because you order it on Friday, and they're going to ship it on Monday, and it will be on your doorstep on Tuesday, assuming that the shipping carrier holds up their end of the bargain. And for whatever reason, they just couldn't. You know, so you get it a day late. Okay, does that mean Jesus hates you because now you get your Christmas present a day late?
Here's another rant.
Is Santa Claus, going to murder you during Christmas in July, 6 months from now, when he's living in the South Pole in his cabana? Maybe. Is the troll in the hole, gonna, bury down into your butthole and give you some kind of poop disease? Maybe. I don't know. Like, does it really matter? It is a made-up day where we give each other shit we don't need, and if your present comes a day late, guess what? Life is full of disappointments. Deal with one more.
But my big thing is break it down to the cold hard cash. If you pay for a service and they can't deliver on the service, then they need to be doing something to make reprimands.
But when you say that they are not responsible for acts of God, no different than, say, you or I are. I mean, if a meteorite, strikes my car and it explodes, who do I blame?
Well, I mean, I guess, but the weather was predictable. I mean, it was pretty standard weather for our season.
I can only speak for the weather, the local weather around here. I don't know about the rest of the country. I don't know where these delivery delays were focused on. Were they the Northeast, or was it just everywhere?
I don't know. I don't know the specifics.
I don't know the specifics either, so I really can't comment much further on that. If it was just the Northeast, I mean, our weather sucked, but the simple fact of, look, if it snowed and the delivery trucks had to drive 5 miles an hour slower, look, if it's bad weather out, I can still get to work, but a 15-minute drive might take me 25 minutes. That's not that big a deal for me, but for UPS or FedEx, where if they have to, a 15-minute drive is going to take them 25 minutes, those delays stretch across an entire day and are going to stifle the amount of deliveries they can, that they can make. So I don't know. Can you increase your delivery crews by 30% in a span of 24 hours? I don't know if that's really possible.
You should be able, since it's the age of computers, be able to track inventory of what's supposed to be shipped out by what date. And if you see a backlog starting to form up, you should be able to call people in to give them more hours, switch shifts, do whatever you need to do to get people in to get that backlog down. Because you as being the carrier are the middleman. You're the reason that this company sold a product that this buyer wants. So now who's going to look bad? It's going to be the delivery person and the company. So it's, you know what I mean? So if you see that a backlog is forming, you're just not going to let it go and just go, we'll catch up. No.
Okay.
Get more people in there to do it. It's on like standby. Not have to fucking pay them, but on standby.
For a minute, I'm going to play corporate douchebag. Okay?
So you're just adding the corporate. Okay,
totally.
good.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. All right, so you're following where I'm coming from. I'm going to play corporate douchebag, okay? I'm UPS. I'm FedEx. I'm starting to fall behind. Some deliveries might be a day late for Christmas, okay? I can choose to, at the last minute, increase my efficiency by calling in extra workers, leasing extra vehicles, and making everything happen. But it's going to cost me an extra $30 million to do all of this. Or I can say, you know what, let's see what we can do. Most things should be okay. Some might be late. We might get a little bit of a bad rap for it. But I'm saving $30 million. And is anybody really going to stop using UPS or FedEx over all of this?
Maybe.
Considering as well that both carriers, the two largest carriers, unless you count the Postal Service, which can't, find its own asshole in an orgy, look, I'm sorry, they can't, all right? You have UPS and FedEx, which are the best national or international carriers. They're both late. So it's not like, all right, well, UPS is horrible, I'll use FedEx from now on. They're both at fault here. So if you don't, if one screwed you over, the other's not going to do you much better. There was, 10, 15 years ago, UPS went on strike for a while. And everybody, it caused a lot of problems. And FedEx, did what they could. And people were pissed off at UPS. Guess what? After the strike ended and they went back to work, everybody started using UPS again. They didn't care. So, could they do things to make your Christmas better? Yeah. But did they feel it was worth the extra stress and expense on the company to keep your business? No. You're just a stupid consumer, and you're going to come right back to us next year. In fact, next year, you're probably going to already forget all about this because some other stupid thing or numerous things are going to happen over the year which will grasp your attention. So, from a corporate standpoint, oh, well, sorry. It arrived on the 26th. Big deal.
From a consumer standpoint, I'd be asking for my money back because when you guarantee a service, you have to deliver upon that service or get the penalty.
But it's no different than a car manufacturer when they find a defect is on a car. Do we recall every single one of these cars in the country, or do we just settle lawsuits for the individual people that take us to court? And in this case, they figure it's easier to just give some people part or all of their money back to the people who complain to UPS or FedEx, which might only cost them maybe a couple $100,000, a couple $1 million, not as much as what it would have costed to get everything there on time. We're getting into an ethics argument where it's, hey, look, you should have just provided this service because it's what you should have done. But when you're looking at the bottom line, look, if you can save money, save money. All right, I'm going back to regular douchebag now.
Yeah, I think you you're really going back into regular douchebag. Wiping the face off, you're getting out of your corporate tie and suit and everything else. And that's it? You're not going to say
I got nothing left. I told you. I'm just going back to regular douchebag.
And playing your game while we're live on the air. That's good.
Pretty much.
I appreciate that.
I'm multitasking, really, okay? I can manage it.
So, Ditz, how are you?
I'm fabulous.
I'm just pissed because UPS didn't deliver My Little Pony figurines by the time they said they were going to.
Your little blow-up pony figurines? Mm-hmm. I thought you told me you ordered a blow-up sheep.
No, that's what we got you a few years ago.
Bad.
Wow. Yeah, so how is your blow-up doll, by the way?
She sprung a leak, so we don't really talk anymore.
Yeah, as a gag gift, I was walking through Spencer. I go, "Oh, blow-up doll." This is going right to Craig Wiggle.
There you go.
I dressed her up in a Spider-Man suit for a while, but it kind of got weird.
Nice.
The more things you know about Mr. Craig Wiggle,
the less you want to.
I don't understand you anymore. Last week really threw me for a curve. I thought it was just going to be a regular little rant. No.
Not notes?
No. You fucking put up a PowerPoint presentation. You just bells, whistles, and everything else.
I was corporate douchebag wiggle last week.
Shit. By the way, Ms. Ditz, do you have any response or comment to what he did for 45 minutes last week?
No, that was impressive. It stands on its own.
That's what people say about my penis.
Nice. I think I'm getting the hiccups.
I've caused that before, too.
You caused me to have hiccups. That's lovely.
Way to go, man. Way to go.
Usually affects the gag reflex, really.
Jesus. Now we have to get it. Now
I'm inappropriate wiggle.
Yes.
Wow.
Because now we have to get into a topic if she has one or not.
Oh my god! I wasn't going to go
there. A
there.
gag reflex?
Yes.
Wait.
Yes, I do have a gag reflex. Everybody has a gag reflex.
That's not true.
Oh, really?
You can override your gag reflex, but everyone has one.
How the fuck do you not have one? Huh?
I've known people who don't.
Bullshit.
I'm not.
You answered that way too quick for it to be somebody else.
Nope.
He pays somebody else who doesn't have one.
A man never forgets an experience like that. All right?
What'd you do? Stick it down her throat and pull out her ass? Is that like... It's like, oh shit, look, no gag reflex. Lick my taint while you're at it. Like, is that like...
I was checking for demons, okay? They hide pretty far in there.
Demons. That's what runs your life?
Yes. They're in between my ears, mostly.
Why is she still with us? That's the burning question.
I'm not sure.
What makes you come back?
That's a very good question.
Don't ask or answer that question, please.
So let's talk about a wife running over a husband who was lying down in the driveway. How about it?
Nice, he deserved it.
I thought I was being bad. Apparently, I'm just contagious.
He's lying in the driveway. He deserved it.
There's a pair of Grinches this week. Wow.
No. Grinch eventually liked Christmas. He's a turncoat. He's a dirty, stinking turncoat.
Wow. Here we go again. Florida Highway Patrol is investigating.
Oh, God. It's always either Florida or New Jersey. You ever realize that? Every time.
Much like the fucking murders that happened on Christmas Day in fucking Irvington and Newark? Yeah.
I'm glad they caught those fuckers, by the way.
Oh, my God. I wake up to the news, I'm reading it, I'm like, wait a minute, people died in New Jersey? Okay. Oh, they died on Christmas. Okay. Oh, they died in the town I work in. Perfect.
Oh, I was talking to Short Hills.
Oh, they found those 42-year-old assholes?
4 of them. Yeah.
Dickweeds. We'll
burn them alive.
Did you hear about that? About that hijacking in one of our malls? Like carjacking, excuse me?
No, I didn't.
It got the 4 late 30, mid 40-year-olds decided to carjack somebody, popped the guy in the back of the head while his wife was there, and ran away.
Just to steal his car, take it for a joyride, and leave it somewhere in Newark. Like, that, you decide to blow somebody's brains out because you want to drive his car for a few hours. Are you really that fucking stupid? Obviously you are.
But I don't know.
And now you're going to go to jail for the rest of your life, or you're going to sit in a real comfy chair that's going to
shock your nut hairs off.
That's going to turn your body into a light bulb. Real smart.
Exactly.
People, I don't understand people.
But you know who does carjackings? Juveniles. How is a juvenile a 30 to 40-year-old?
When you're a degenerate.
I don't. This state is fucking going to hell in a handbasket.
It makes me sick.
But I don't think I'm moving anywhere, so I guess I just have to duck and cover.
There you go. Wear your flak jacket.
There you go. Florida Highway Patrol investigating after a New Smyrna beach woman struck...
New Smyrna.
Excuse you.
I used to live near there.
Well.
Unfortunately.
Well.
Yeah.
A New Smyrna beach woman struck and killed her husband with her Mitsubishi SUV late Wednesday night. Wanda Clark. Can we guess the race? 51 told investigation...
American Indian.
...that she turned into her driveway about 11:30 p.m. Wednesday, and she didn't even see her husband, who may have been drunk, lying on the ground in front of the car as she pulled in.
Speed bump!
Clark immediately stopped and called for help.
Meep, meep.
Why the hell was he lying in the middle of the driveway?
Paramedics had to pull the 52-year-old Thomas Clark from under the SUV. He was transported to the local Smyrna Beach Medical Center.
Smyrna.
Where he died. Crash is still under investigation as FHP determines if Wanda Clark should face criminal charges.
Oh
we were playing the speed bump game. He lost.
Anyone who's stupid enough to lay in a driveway deserves to get killed.
Or drive to layaway, is that?
Red light, green light!
It's just so stupid.
But does he deserve to die?
He deserves to not be on this planet any longer.
Is that a yes
Obviously,
or no?
you've never laid down in a really comfy driveway in Florida before.
Nope, I guess I haven't. Maybe I'm missing out.
Isn't it a warm driveway from that hot sun all day long?
It can be. It's very inviting.
And I heard Florida's cold at night, right?
It's very, very cold.
Okay, so
yes. The Sunshine State is a complete myth. It's
okay,
quite Alaskan, really.
Alaskan-ish. Wow. Do you see the little green lights in the sky, too, or no?
No. Green light! I believe his last words were, "Hey, y'all, watch this!" He will be
I'm going to
missed.
surprise her.
He'll. She'll never find me under the SUV. The SUV? I think you mean SUV. Yeah, the SUV.
Are you trying to insinuate he was an idiot?
No, I'm trying to I am insinuating he was a hillbilly. Perhaps that's the same word.
Oh. I don't know, man.
It just, yeah. People like that don't deserve to be around.
Well,
Nope.
shucks.
Just get rid of them.
That's terrible.
You're stupid enough to lay in the driveway. You're stupid enough to die. Goodbye.
Wow.
How about we talk about shit before we go to a break? How about that?
I've been dying to talk about it all hour. I'm a little upset we haven't gotten to it yet.
Well, San Diego citizens sue to get sea lion poop cleaned up.
I am wickedly confused right now, but incredibly intrigued.
It's a little that get your curiosity piqued, huh? Does it enter does it enter a curiosity zone?
Well, it's like, lions are awesome, but it's like the lion of the sea, to sea lion. And apparently they poop a lot.
Growl, baby, growl.
I think I might want a pet sea lion. I'm not completely sure.
Quick, somebody bring up Katy Perry's Roar. No.
Huh?
Don't.
What is that? I don't know.
You don't know Katy Perry's song Roar?
I don't know any Katy Perry song because I'm not a homosexual.
But do you know she has big tits? And not just boobs, tits. That's how enormous they are.
Yeah, but I think she's got a terrible face. Not that I really make it that far usually, but I just think I don't think she's very attractive. She just has huge boobs. Big deal. Just saying.
Wow.
Sorry.
How dare you disgrace my dream wife.
Boobzilla?
Residents of an upscale San Diego neighborhood filed a lawsuit against the city demanding to clean up the smelly droppings of sea lions and cormorant birds. Birds. How about fucking where we used to go to high school? They pick up the fucking goose shit.
He slimed me.
A group of La Jolla residents, calling themselves Citizens for Odor Nuance. What abatement? God, that's a big fucking term for a bunch of shit tuggers.
It's not as good as the Futuramas. Fathers Against Rude Television. Fart. That one's my favorite.
Let's just go to No Ma'am. How about that?
No Ma'am is classic. I agree.
Very classic.
So they filed a Supreme Court lawsuit against the city of San Diego and interim mayor, alleging that the city has exclusive dominion, control, and responsibility for the maintenance of the cliffs and around the La Jolla Cove, or La Jolla, if I were to say it proper, and is responsible for keeping the area free of noxious odors.
Poop.
Thank you.
Solid methane.
What's methane?
Poop.
Oh, okay, thank you. The suit states that the city, at some point in time and without public notice, erected a fence.
You lost me at erected.
Erected a fence along the sidewalk that runs along La Jolla Cove, preventing the public from accessing the rocks. The fence was built without an EIR, or Environmental Impact Report, and is in violation of the local coastal plan, the LCP, which requires maximizing coastal access. I have a problem with where the poop is in this story. There's not enough poops in this story.
You still lost me at erected.
It's when they built up the fucking fence to make it look like a cock. Better or worse?
Carry on.
Ditz, are you okay with the story so far? Or did we lose yet cock?
It's just shitty.
She's like
She's in.
She's kind of like,
She's in.
She's working with us here. I kind of like it.
Shitastic.
Oh, Jesus, here we go. Preventing coastal access to the rocks by the public gradually led to a buildup of excrement. Ah, here's the poop.
There we go.
From sea lions and cormorant birds. What? shitty birds, let's just call them shitty birds, causing noxious odors resulting in illness to the citizens of San Diego and others who visit the area. Odors have also caused patrons to flee business establishments in the area to avoid said odors. We just missed ass on camera.
I'm not paying attention.
That's okay. City offices were closed on Christmas Wednesday, and officials were unavailable for comment, according to a courthouse news service. So the moral of that story is don't go to San Diego because they have a shit problem.
You can go to Toronto where they have a shitty mayor problem.
He's not a shitty mayor.
He's fucking out of his mind.
It's because he doesn't do crack cocaine.
Can we please have this man run for president?
I'll vote.
I would so vote for him. Just because I think...
Toronto mayor?
Yes, the Toronto mayor. He wants to vote for a guy who does crack and whores.
Can we really do any worse? I don't think we can.
Yeah, look what's in president now.
I mean, I think
That's my point.
Most presidents.
Look. So you may be multitasking. She is multitasking. She's maneuvering couches while she's commenting on stories.
Yes, I'm trying to. Yeah, definitely multitask.
Only she multitasking in the nude.
Sorry, dear.
Disappointment on this show is excruciating.
You should be used to it by now.
I know. That was a little bit better. What do you say about break time?
What about break time?
I say we try to...
About that time?
Yeah, it's about that time for break time.
About that time?
About that time.
About that time.
Maybe.
About that time.
Yeah, it's about that time.
All right, well, it is about that time. I'm ready if you're ready.
I'm
You
ready.
about that time?
Cleavage, you ready?
We're
I'm
ready.
Oh, sorry.
Cleavage, butthead, you all ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, this is Steve from Broadcasting Under the Influence. You're listening to The Clutch and Wiggle Experience. Doesn't the name say it all? I mean, it's not just a show. It's a goddamn experience. Right here on CWERadio.com.
Hello, I'm Rita Ramnani. Adam has kindly asked me to record some kind of promo for the Oddcast Podcast UK. Apparently, I'm supposed to try and big the show up and make it sound all exciting and amazing. But if I'm truthfully honest, I never listen to the show. Because frankly, I have a life. And sitting around listening to three guys natter on about nothing isn't my idea of a good time. In fact, if I wanted to sit down and listen to inebriated idiots waffle on about how great Batman is, or whether a samurai sword is actually a katana, then I'd rather go down the local park and listen to tramps. At least that way I might see a fight or something. I mean, does Adam actually think people care about what he has to say? Do we care about his segments Star Watch, where they discuss about actors and actresses? We all have IMDb, Adam, so why are you bothering? Also, having a segment called Go Back and Watch This doesn't make you some kind of critic. If I want to go back and watch a film, it won't be because you told me. So, the Oddcast Podcast UK, the podcast nobody is listening to. And I'm not surprised, really. Nobody wants to hear three Brits mumble their way through a podcast. So don't go to oddpoduk.wordpress.com and don't bother following on Twitter at Barker Podcasts and at Oddcast Podcast. It'll only depress you. Adam, stop podcasting. The Podgods Network would be a better place without you. Nobody's had the heart to say it, but it's true. Sorry, hun, but it's for your own good. I'm saying this as a friend. Okay, end of promo. Thank you.
Do you having the problems? Some type of ailment? Stinky twat? 2 dicks? Can't get that man or woman to sleep with you? Need to know how to get that pesky Zyklon B out of your uniform? Call the doctors. Clutch and Wiggle. At 201-467 201-467-5413. Let them know what you'd like them to talk about and they will give you their advice. Dr. Ruth and the Abby have nothing on the doctors. Clutch and Wiggle.
Parents, are you having a hard time finding a reliable yet cost-effective place to take your children while you take care of your day-to-day errands? Come to Crooked Hanger Daycare Center, where we take pride in taking care of your little shit machines. You'll be able to go to the salon to check up on your new weave or extensions, take in a movie, go to lunch with your baby daddy, or just light up a spliff and chill. Crooked Hanger Daycare Center is open 24 hours a day, so you can pick up those little bastards after your shift ends at the Titty Bar. We are conveniently located right next to Clutch's Crab Shack in the downtown area. We accept cash, major credit cards, money orders, WIC, and food stamps. Availability is limited, so hurry today to ensure care for your little mistake.
Live from the penthouse studios of WWHTZ, the Flamethrower. It's the nearly famous, highly outrageous, but never ever contagious
Geek Revolution Radio. Are you tired of commercials and Grandpa's old radio?
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Everyone is a geek about something. Movies, music, sports, Sharks TV shows, comics. You name it, we're talking about it. Listen to Geek Revolution Radio every week at geekrevolutionradio.com or subscribe to our podcast feed in the iTunes Store.
And that is a scientific fact, huh?
Geek Revolution Radio, a proud member of the Bobo Broadcast Network.
Greetings, podcast listener. My name is Chad Edelbrick, and I am personally inviting you to come hang out with me and my friends at Follow Networks. Follow Networks is a media network. We have a podcast network and a YouTube channel, and on the daily, we are publishing content about all the things that we nerd out over. If you are anything like us and you are daily consuming yourself with movies and television shows and music and sports and comic books and things like alcohol and whiskey, then you will feel right at home with us at Follow Networks. Man, head into that iTunes store, search Follow Networks. Here's what you're going to find. You're going to find Mad Chat, which comes out on Mondays and is dedicated to comics and movies and TV and things of that nature. Tuesday is our straight-up nerd-out show, Rancor's Brothel. The rest of the week, it's The Zomologist, music to your ears, and instant film review. Man, come on over, subscribe to those shows in iTunes, check out the website, www.followthe.tv. Find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Follow Networks. Reach out to me personally, and we can't wait to have you with us at Follow Networks.
Are you tired of everyday radio?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't it suck there's only AM and FM?
Yeah, and, well, I mean, there's Sirius and XM, yeah, CDs, there's iTunes, Tic Tacs.
Well, that's besides the point, because we bring it straight to you now via the internet.
Ooh, really? Do tell.
Well, it's very simple. All you got to do is go to cweradio.com, and you can listen 24 hours a day.
That's cool, but wait.
Yeah, I don't, not near my computer 24 hours a day.
Then I guess you're just shit out of luck, aren't you?
Damn it.
Wait, you're not.
Really?
Because you can download onto your smartphones the TuneIn Radio app. Just search Clutch and Wiggle.
Well, what if I don't have a smartphone?
Then you're fucked.
All right.
But for the rest of you, swing on by cweradio.com and check out all the great shows like A Little Punch Drunk.
Ooh, I like them.
Yeah, they're cool.
And, well, I can't really think of any others, but you can listen to A Little Punch Drunk.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm good with that.
So just swing on by cweradio.com. Enjoy.
With the recent emerging pandemic hitting our nation, we here at the Clutch and Wiggle Experience are concerned about your health.
To ensure this crisis does not reach global proportions, we'd like to ask our neighbors in Mexico to please refrain from having sexual relations with your pigs. Don't be a fool. Stay away from pig stool. Together, we can stop the spread of the hog give.
Hi, this is Sierra from naturaldivide.com, and you're listening to Clutch and Wiggle on cweradio.com.
Clutch and Wiggle Experience featuring the Ditz. Back on cweradio.com and the Indie Authority. You can also catch us on the Podcast Network, on replay, and rockandcomedy.com on replay and all that other happy horse shit. You can download us on iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher, Spreaker, Podomatic, everywhere else. You just do a search in your search engine for Clutch and Wiggle, or even Clutch and Wiggle Experience. How about even Ditz? And maybe you'll get a little bit of a curiosity zone. Why not?
This is true.
See. She knows when she likes to get plugged.
The Curiosity Zone every Wednesday. Download at noon.
Oh, she gives a nooner.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect when you drink. It's perfect when you drink. Wow. Well, you know what time it is? Anybody?
It's my time.
Wait, hold on. You're going to say something.
No, I really wasn't. I was just getting prepared.
Okay, well, you know what time it is? It's this time.
And now, the Ditzy question of the week.
All right, boys and girls. Here's the age-old question. Dogs or cats?
I didn't realize it was age-old.
It is very age-old.
You see the look on his face. It's like, what the
Don't approve
fuck?
of my question of the week?
He's like disappointed. He's frustrated. He's confused. He's like, I don't know how to answer
No,
this.
it's kind of all of them because, like, I'm kind of like I can't just say one or the other. Like, they both have their place, you know. It's like guitar or saxophone. It's like, well, like they're both awesome in their own way. You know, when used in '80s music, of course. But
wow, we're getting a soft side from you. This is very rare.
All right. Well, all right. Dogs or cats? I know you have one. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not sure about you anymore. Due to Mary Catmiss, you queer.
Fuck your anus.
I don't find planets very sexually attractive. I mean, cats are great because they are so little maintenance. You make sure they have food. You make sure a litter box isn't disgusting, and that's kind of it. Like they're good, but they have personalities where, like, sometimes they're cool and they want to hang out. Sometimes they always hide, so you may as well not own one. And sometimes cats are just plain assholes. All right,
This is very true.
I've seen where they're like that. Like cats have very distinct personalities, and they're either lovable, they hide, or they're just devils. But, like, cats can be kind of cool. But, like, you can't really wrestle a cat. You can play with a cat, but you can't wrestle a cat like you can a big dog. Like, all right, I will say that little dogs, the yip-yip dogs, the purse dogs, or whatever you call them, they're horrible. Like, we should put them all on an island, all at the same time, and bomb it. And I'd be happy if that happened. I wouldn't be happy, but I wouldn't be upset. You know, Chihuahuas and other whatever. I don't know I don't know the name of any other little dog, but
the little wiener dogs.
I won't. Dachshunds I find sort of okay, sort of. That's probably the closest that I can come to enjoying a little dog. But dachshunds are assholes.
Well, yeah, because their balls are vaginal, like scratch up against every blade of grass you got.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Their balls drag against the ground. I mean, you know what? I'd be a grumpy asshole, too, if my balls always dragged against the ground all day long. I would, so I can kind of I can understand that their frustration there.
She has a look on her face like she loves knowing the fact that your balls drag across the floor.
Well, and that's why I'm grumpy. So I get that. But, dogs, if you have a big dog you can wrestle and throw Frisbee with and, play fetch and if somebody breaks into your house, they'll just maul the piss out of them. I'm sorry, but a cat can't do that. And I kind of like that about a dog.
Haven't you seen the movie Ghost? When Patrick Swayze dies, he's trying to fend away the Spanish dude from raping Demi Moore.
Okay.
So he looks into the cat's eyes and spooks it, and it scratches the dude's face, and he runs out.
No, I missed that part. I really wasn't paying attention to that movie. I was kind of waiting for, an awesome roadhouse scene in that movie, and I was just severely disappointed.
Sorry to put you off track.
I know. Wait, what did you say?
Continue.
Forget it. So, I mean, they both have their awesome benefits. If a cat jumps up and sits on your lap while you're watching TV or just, hanging out, that's kind of cool. But, if an 80-pound dog jumps up in your lap, that's not really very comfortable.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, you ever have an 80-pound dog step on your balls?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a great experience. Look, if you're into that, good for you, all right?
Listen,
I'm not really into that whole thing.
I'm not Naked Boy Mike's kid, so calm down.
Okay. Well, look, just because he likes the mushroom stomps doesn't mean that I want them. So, I mean, I think they both have their benefits. I think, all in all, if I really had to pick one, I'd pick cat because I feel that I have more freedom to do what I want. If I want to go out and not come home for 16 hours, I can do that with a cat. But you can't do that with a dog because you have to let dogs out. You have to walk them. They're a lot more maintenance. And I don't like being tied down like that.
Fair enough. Long-winded answer for like the cats.
You giving me lip?
Oh, she's giving
What
you
about
lip.
you, Clutch?
Dogs.
Liar.
No, dogs.
You are such a fucking liar.
No, I love my cat, but I have to go with what I grew up with in dogs.
Why do you still prefer the dog?
Because they're more personable. Like a cat, the cat wants attention when he wants attention. The dog wants attention any fucking time you can give it to them.
Dogs always want attention,
Yes.
but that could be a positive or a negative. So you're telling me you're so insecure that you need, you need that companionship constantly?
Yes.
Oh, you're no fun. So.
But the other part is too that you can train it so that when somebody breaks into your house, they're fucking ripping out its testicles with one tooth.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying about a dog. Cats just can't, can't attain that level of awesomeness.
Now listen, my cat acts like a dog because I treat it like one because that's all I've known.
Does he lift his leg when he pees?
No, he squats.
I'm not sure.
He hovers.
qualifies.
He hovers over the box.
That doesn't make him a dog. That actually makes him kind of human.
Well, the spare toilet is right there, so unless he wants to pop a squat on top of the toilet, then by all means, save me on cat litter.
I would love to teach a cat how to use a toilet. There are books, there are websites. Obviously, for Meet the Parents, everybody knows about it.
My cat's close enough, though. He
I would
pisses in the
love.
sink.
No, he does not.
He pisses in the sink.
He pisses. No, did that really happen?
Yes, on a daily.
Ew. No, not the sink.
That is really gross.
That is disgusting.
In the spare bathroom.
That's the same sink I eat out of, dude. That's not cool. You weren't supposed to know that.
No, and I'm wondering why my cereal supply is low now. Do you really need a bowl that big? Come on now.
Well, that's a different kind of bowl. Well, let's not confuse things here.
But yes, he does pee in the sink.
How does that... I don't know how that happened.
The same way he does it over the box.
No. I know how it happens. I'm not just sure why it's hey, wow, this place looks really comfortable. I'm just going to...
Wow.
Sorry.
That was a long sigh for a cat pee.
I don't know. I'm a little perplexed by that.
What? The cat pees in the sink. As long as it doesn't poo in your underwear. Or poo in
No,
your...
that's reserved for me and me only.
As long as he doesn't poo in your Wendy's, right? He may sniff your Wendy's to death, but as long as he doesn't shit in it.
He does not sniff my Wendy's very often.
No,
I
because
don't
you
like his wet nose. I don't like disgusting cat nose in my food.
No, you fucking punch my cat out of the way.
I don't punch him, I swat him. There's a difference. And it doesn't hurt him. It just teaches him,
It hurts me.
Keep the hell away from my food. Oh, maybe I should piss in his sink then. Maybe that'll teach him.
I don't know if the pee pad will hold that much.
You have a pee pad in the sink?
No! In his box. You want to pee?
That has so many meanings.
You want to pee in his box, Craig?
So I hear some people like that.
Well, Ditz, answer your own question. Dogs or cats?
I'm all about the cats. All about the pussy.
Why? They're furry,
Why?
they're warm.
Because they're easy, and I like the fact that they don't demand attention all the time.
So you like things that are easy?
I like things that are easy and not demanding.
We'd get along real well.
So why do you two get married?
Because then I'd have to throw her out.
Exactly.
Duh.
And I would demand a lot more money than what he will offer.
And who's going to do the dishes then? Obviously not me.
Ain't happening here either.
Paper.
Paper, he says. Terrible. One of these days, the fucking Women's Rights Association is going to fucking come after the show. They're going to fucking go after you.
Dude, I'm surprised. I'm a little disappointed.
That they haven't yet?
That there is not like a feminista hit put out on me.
Well, why do you think we hired a girl? To deflect some of that shit.
Wait, you hired her? I thought she just enjoys coming back every week.
Oh, no.
You're paying her?
Oh, no, baby.
Don't call me baby.
Baby gets paid.
Mm-hmm.
So if I just adopt a couple of cans, that means I could get paid?
No, because you got a dick between your legs.
Okay.
She photoshops hers out.
Oh. Well then, all right, I'll see what I can do without surgery.
It's real easy.
Oh, yeah?
You just tuck it back.
You already mentioned enough about easy.
Wow. You're mean.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I tell it like it is.
Well, how about you tell it like it is, like this Woodbridge teacher here in New Jersey. Woodbridge teacher accused of calling students whores and prostitutes should be fired, says judge.
Why should she be fired?
He.
Why should he be fired?
Let's read. A township school district has the right to fire a popular middle school teacher who routinely uses sexually inappropriate language with students and female staffers, a state administrative law judge ruled last week. The state decision comes 20 months after the district suspended James Lang without pay from his job as an English teacher at Ford's Middle School. Lang was accused of flirting with female students, calling them whores and prostitutes, making unwanted advances at female teacher, telling her that he wished she was Lady Gaga so that he could watch her hook up, quote-unquote, with another female teacher. The girl who sought help improving her grades allegedly was told by Lang that she would be better off working the streets.
I'm not sure I really am okay with with the judge's ruling, because I have a pretty good intuition that this guy is probably right about a lot of the things he says. It's like, wow, you're stupid. You'd be real successful just being a whore for a couple of years and then killing yourself. You know what?
But you can't say that to kids.
But you know what? Maybe more people should, because then maybe we'd actually have a better society instead of the sugar-coated, terrible, fantasy land we have to live in now, where, oh gosh, we can't offend people anymore.
Well, there's a difference between not being offensive and, and being politically correct. I mean, this guy's gone too far. I mean, it's one thing to be a little on the honest side, but this has gone to sexual harassment and taking it to a new level. And he definitely should be fired.
So let me just throw this curveball at you with Mr. Wiggle from the comment you made. If you had a daughter by one of the many women you kick out on the weekly, okay, and your daughter came home and said, "Daddy, Mr. Lang called me a whore."
Are you? Are you at least getting, how much are you getting paid? Because I may not approve of your rates.
You lie. You would never say something like that.
No, I totally wouldn't say anything like that. But you know what? I also wouldn't raise a whore. There's plenty of people. I wouldn't. I'd raise her right, or I'd snuff her with a pillow. It'd be one or the other. You know? I wouldn't do that. I would be a good parent. There are millions of shitty, awful, should-be-dead parents out there, okay? I've seen them. I talk to school teachers who tell me how awful these parents are and how much it seems like they hate their own children.
Because they do.
They do. It's, why'd you have kids? Well, because everybody else was around me, and I just thought it's what I should do.
They're so rewarding.
You know?
They lie.
You know, it's like, oh, wow. You know, wow, look at that mom. She sits at home all day and watches Oprah. Why the hell is her kid in daycare? Well, she can't stand seeing the kid all day long and having to, quote-unquote, entertain them. Are you serious? You're a parent. It's your responsibility to entertain and teach your kid. You know, it's. I was told one time that from a teacher that a parent came in and said, well, my son told me that you're not making him feel special enough in class. There's 29 other fucking kids in that class. If I wasn't so busy teaching them, maybe I could make every one of these 30 fucking kids feel special. You're the parent. It's your job to make your kid feel special. I'd be a good daddy. I wouldn't touch her in a bad spot. Thank you. Wiser words were never, ever spoken. Ever.
If you didn't get it the first time, Mr. Wiggle said this once upon a time.
I'd be a good daddy. I wouldn't touch her in a bad spot. I'd raise a good... That's why I wouldn't raise a whore right there. If that doesn't tell you, I don't know what will. All right? Look, this is just... Maybe he was too harsh. But you know what? You ask 10 people, you're going to get 10 different answers. So it's subjective. Odds are more of them are going to say he was a little too harsh. But some of them might say, you know what? Maybe he was a little harsh, but he also may have had a point. You know, if these 12-year-old
doesn't matter if he has
girls
a point or not. It goes against I'm sure it goes against policies and stuff that they have at the school. So regardless of anything, he broke rules.
Yes, because the judge mentions that she had found the complaints to be credible and proof that Lang, quote-unquote, violated all standards of decency and contributed to sexually demeaning environment with his, quote-unquote, grotesque and sexual behavior. He is not fit to lead in an educational institution among moldable young minds.
You know, not too long ago, it was considered generally accepted practice for teachers to beat students when they didn't behave properly in class.
Beat how?
And guess, not sexually. Because
no, I'm saying beat how. Like,
how?
Like when the nuns
like
beat people?
The ruler on the knuckles. You know, I know people that were just whacked on the side of the head. You know? You were hit in the shoulder. I mean, you weren't beaten, but you were hit, and you were definitely taught a lesson where, hey, shithead, you pay attention in class and you respect the adults in this room because we're here to help you. If you want to act like a total asshole, we can either kick the shit out of you some more or send you home where your parents will kick the shit out of you for it.
So you're equating a nun slapping rulers on your knuckles to a teacher calling somebody's daughter a whore and a prostitute, and you'd be better spreading your legs than knowing what 2 + 2 is.
Why is it that wrong? To call it the way it is? Because, you know what? It very well could be true.
Because one of the ways was to keep kids in line. The other way is you're telling a kid that you're amounting to nothing and you should fuck.
Well, look, what it is there, all right, what that is right there. It's not saying, hey, I'm a pimp and for $200 an hour, you know, we could make a lot of money together. Okay? He's not making her an offer. He's saying, if you don't pay attention here, if you don't start doing well in school, and I don't mean doing well in school, okay, you're going to end up on a street corner, okay, doing disgusting acts for $5 bills. Probably not very clean $5 bills. So unless you want to be a prostitute in some way, you might want to start improving, how well you pay attention in school.
See, the way you just said that is totally different from what this guy probably said. You probably
maybe he's just not wonderfully eloquent like I am. You think he might want a job in internet radio?
Maybe.
We could use a fourth mic.
There you go. Yeah, he just needs to watch how he says things, and he knew better and did it anyways. So thus he gets fired.
He has a good point. The way that this article reads this person is that he's just a pervert. He's hitting on teachers. He wants 2 female teachers to les out in front of him. He wants the girls to be prostitutes and whores. You don't think
he was just trying to push the boundaries to see how far he could go before he got fired?
Maybe he was getting some mental spank bank material for later, which is even worse.
Maybe he's gaining up, material for his own internet radio show, since obviously he can't teach anymore.
He ain't working Thursdays.
Possibly.
We have a good amount of mental masturbation right here with a chicken tube. Ditzes. We have enough, thank you. The accusations against Lang dating back to 2003 and 2004. Jesus. Contrast with his professional evaluations, which have been consistently satisfactory.
Yeah, he was a great teacher. He just told the girls that they were whores when they were.
Wow.
All right, when you and I were in school,
yes,
were there any of the girls that dressed like whores?
No.
None? Yes, there were a few.
Compared to today, no.
Ah, that's where I was leading with this. Compared to today. So you're saying that a lot of young girls dress like whores now.
No,
so you agree with me.
They showed some cleavage and they showed thigh.
All right, but what you had just said was that, if I'm understanding you correctly, is that there are a lot of young girls that dress like whores today. This man happens to call them out on it. Why should he be made out to be such a villain for it?
Because he's a teacher, and he's supposed to show respect to the students as well as the students show respect to him.
He's supposed to teach the subject matter, not teach life lessons. Parental advice is life lessons. Teacher is what's 2 + 2. You get an A, go away.
What if the name of the class was Life Lessons?
Then I still don't... All right, you know what? Then you're saying that this can happen, then I say it was offensive for fucking what's-his-name to put condoms on a whiteboard with thumbtacks in them on the wall.
That was just creepy. And you could say that this guy was creepy. You could make him out to be such a villain for that.
I think he was a pedo, too, but that's besides the point.
Yeah?
Yeah, that look on him. He looked sleazy. Even back then.
Well, he looked a little creepy, but I don't know if I'd go as far as, like, Pedo Bear. Just without the bear.
Well, I agree with Ditz on this one.
A teacher in Buffalo, New York says something needs to be done about...
Yay.
See?
I'm used to being, disagreed with.
So we go from that dumbass to this dumbass. Pre-K teacher under fire after telling parents their kids smell.
I have no issue with that either.
Number of parents at a Buffalo, New York school were upset after a pre-kindergarten teacher sent home a note regarding unclean and unkept students. Earlier the month, pre-K teacher Sharon Parry Dunnigan accused several children of coming to school with soiled, stained, or dirty clothes. According to the Buffalo News, the educator said it makes it...
Season's greetings. President Obama and his First Lady spent the Christmas holiday with Marines in Hawaii.
Stop it. Stupid movies. Pardon me. Made it difficult for me to be close to them or even want to touch them. The note, which Build Academy parents were asked to sign and return, called the issue a health and safety concern. A number of parents and school board members have publicly complained about the letter. Now, the veteran teacher is being barred from sending letters to parents without the principal's approval. Parents are also pressuring the school to take further disciplinary action against Dunnigan, according to the outlet. That's not right. It's not what they're in school for, a parent said. She could have called the parent by phone. She could have had a meeting face-to-face. However, not everyone agrees that Dunnigan was in the wrong. A number of bloggers, lovely bloggers, have come to the teacher's defense. You know what? I can't say that I blame her. Kids should be clean when they go to school, period. Parents don't have the good sense to take care of their children, then all the other parents should know about it, and because of the health of their kids is at risk too by these dirty, smelly children. Who knows what diseases could be spread by those conditions? Comments? Questions?
I agree with the teacher. The teacher has every right to send home letters. The only issue that I have is it sounds like it started going from a health issue to a personal attack against the parents. And that should not happen. There's no attack. It should just be straight, your children are coming to school with soiled, clothing, and this could run a health risk. Please, make sure your children are clean before going to school or something along those lines.
She could have sent out just a generic letter stating that there are children who are coming to school in this manner, and we at the school would like for this to be, taken care of. Because also I think that it's by sending these out and I don't know if it mentioned names or anything, but it kind of sounds like they're singling out kids, which is wrong to do that in general. So I would say you send out a generic letter to everybody, and I would have to assume that the parents would know that, hey, the teacher's talking about my child, not by name, but just by reference. So I mean, I don't know if that fits between what you're saying and, God forbid, what Mr. Wiggle's going to say, but...
What makes you think I have anything to say about it?
Because you're licking your lips, your chops ready to go at this.
I'm foaming to talk about this, but carry on.
No. I'm done with mine. A generic letter could have been sent out stating that recently we have seen students that are dirty. Please clean your child or send them to school with cleaner clothes because of blah, 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 blah. You're not saying little Johnny smells like shit. Clean his underwear. Wipe his ass. Thank you.
Oh, God. Well, if you ever want to see a parent go into a fit of rage, tell them that they're not doing their job as a parent. Better, tell them that they are a bad parent. Better, tell them that they are a terrible parent. They will tear you apart, even if they are a shitty parent. So, by a teacher sending a letter home from school saying some children are coming to school, they don't smell very nice. And you know what? Teachers have to get pretty close to kids, all right, if they're going to give them one-on-one help, okay? Your kids are not coming to school smelling very well. Your kids are coming to school dirty. Your kids are coming to school soiled, okay? I can completely understand where parents would be offended, but let's face it, this is their job as a parent to make sure that their kids smell right, don't have shit and piss on their clothes, and they're not dirty, okay? If your kid comes to school with shit on their pants, it's your fault because, well, they were with you before they were at the school, okay? So the parents, in my opinion, had no right to be offended by this because guess what? It's not like it's not like the teacher shit on your kid. No, I mean, I'm joking, but I'm serious, all right? It's not like the teacher caused it. You're the parent, okay? This is your responsibility. Now, if the context of the letter, note, or delivery of this news was inappropriate, that I can understand, and that I can also, I could make an argument where the parents would not be happy about it. If it is something that is a personal attack or not worded very professionally, well, then the teacher is at fault and it should be corrected. But guess what? You fucked up as a parent. Deal with it. if you can't deal with criticism, and you know what? People, no matter what the topic is today, can't deal with criticism about anything. You attack them and their parenting skills, and you've just crossed the line, bucko. So I don't see anything wrong with this. She shouldn't be reprimanded. She shouldn't be suspended. She shouldn't be fired. If anything, she should be commended for doing what a lot of other people wouldn't because they're afraid of, giving other people criticism. Am I wrong? I see you're smiling. I want an opinion, though. Like, tell me, am I being wrong in any way?
It's a tough call.
How? Sorry.
Because I think that the parents should understand, like, if a generic note is sent out, the parents should understand what it means. And there is the health risk. So, I mean, I understand parents being upset by it and everything, but I think parents are taking it too seriously.
I mean, listen, if little Johnny is living in, the fucking trailer park down the road or whatever, and they don't have proper showers because they're only limited to like 5 minutes every hour, okay? Guess what? Take the kid out fucking side, hose him down a little bit, dry him off, and put clothes on.
Hose him down, give him some palm olive to just rub all on himself, and clean him off. Sure, he might smell like, my pots and pans after dinner, but he's clean. He doesn't smell like human shit. He doesn't smell like a litter box anymore.
Well, that's fine, but then also the parents saying, hey, little Johnny, you came to school today filled with shit in your pants. No. You should be going out saying, we have noticed there is a trend where students are coming to school in the non-cleanest of wear and bodily upkeep. Please, look it upon yourself to make sure the children are sent to school in the proper attire and the proper bathing type and things like that. Not just say, hey, little Johnny, your ass fucking smells. No. Or, like the article actually said, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Johnny's parents, can you please come into school? We need to discuss your children's hygiene.
But I can understand why a teacher wouldn't do that, because if you have a one-on-one in front of these people, do you really want a bunch of crazy parents screaming at you, like right in your face, making threats, and getting a little out of control? I kind of understand the passiveness of sending a note home and letting these people read it and feel the emotion of it without having a target to take out your anger on. I kind of get that, and I think that's the better way to do that. But nowadays, it's your 6-year-old kid. You're taking a bath tonight. I don't want to take a bath. You're taking a bath. I don't want to take it. You're going to take a bath, or I'm going to fucking drown you in the bath. Okay, I'll take a bath. Whereas nowadays, I don't want to take a bath. Okay, you don't have to take a bath tonight. And that goes on for a week, and the kid smells like burnt bacon. All right, by week, by the beginning of week 2.
It smells like burnt bacon.
All right, or burnt popcorn, whatever is least attractive to you. I don't know. I don't know what kids smell like after they haven't bathed for over a week. I haven't really had the privilege to encounter that. But a lot of parents nowadays are pushovers because they work all day. You have both parents that work, or a single family household where where the adults come home after a long day and they don't want to deal with the kids for 4 or 5 hours. So they let the kids do whatever the hell they want. They bathe when they want. They go to bed when they want. The parents don't pay them very much attention. And this is why the kids have dirty clothes. They piss and shit themselves, and they just quite generally stink.
The parents need to do their job. And if it takes a teacher writing a letter to encourage them to do their job appropriately, I don't see anything wrong with it.
But it's not a teacher's job to tell the parents what to do. Though a teacher should be comfortable enough to be able to say, hey, look, this is a problem. I just want you to know so you can take care of it at home and not have to worry about an insane backlash.
Yeah.
I think we all agree that the tone of a letter does more harm than anything else. So maybe if they took another another way around it to make it a little softer. The parents who know their kids smell.
I don't have an issue with the tone of that letter. I think it's professional enough and still striking enough to make a parent actually do something about it. Instead of going, oh, some kids are coming to school and they smell. It's, oh, well, that's not my kid, and not do anything about it. So the stinky kids are still coming to school stinky.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
Or we can just agree that I'm right.
I can agree she has boobs.
Well, then we can agree.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I do.
And I think she has a thumb, too. At least one.
Yes, I do.
Yes. All right. People are very confused by a Chinese apartment building with fake windows.
Huh?
Why is this confusing?
Yeah, all right. I thought I was the only one, because it happens to me a lot.
Well, this picture that we're seeing in the article mentions anything strange about the buildings in Qindago, Shandong province. The building recently completed houses low-cost apartments created by the government. When you look at the windows, they look a little paperish compared to the other windows on the actual apartment itself.
I think I had a Lego town like that.
Okay, well. Earlier this month, the Chinese internet users noticed that a number of the windows on the building were not actually windows. They had been painted on.
Maybe they're just designs for the building.
What could be behind the decision to include fake windows on a government-funded building filled with low-cost apartments? Netizens wondered if the government had been cutting corners or scammed by a building contractor. Now, according to People's Daily, the government has come forward to explain that the painted windows are for purely aesthetic reasons.
Yeah, of course.
Apparently,
the
fake windows are on an area of the building that houses a staircase, where it would have been impractical to have real windows. Still, locals have to wonder if painting the fake windows was really worth it. Qindago's local government later posted a message on their Weibo account. What is a Weibo account? That must be something slanty-eyed. I don't know. That they had asked the contractors to remove the fake windows, explaining that they had created an adverse social effect.
I don't understand what the big deal is. And why are we spending extra money to get the windows removed when you paid extra money to have the windows painted on there?
But it's Chinky dudes, it's not us.
Yeah, but still. They shouldn't be wasting their money on something stupid like this.
Let them waste their yen. We will continue to eat egg roll.
Yen is Japanese.
Well, is it?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
Stupid.
Listen, bitch. I got nothing else. So if that did not lose your faith in humanity that people are bitching about Windows, perhaps the following 3 facts will. According to cracked.com. These 3 ads will have you shake your faith in humanity. Recently, the author used Craigslist to get himself invited to an orgy, and it was a blast, in a way that being scared to your marrow is a blast. But it opened his eyes to something else beyond all floppity wangs I saw in the man's house. Wow.
I'm so confused by what you're saying right here. I cannot follow.
The author is Felix Clay. Recently, I used Craigslist to get myself invited to an orgy.
That's as far as I got.
Okay, well, let's click on this link to see what the ad was. Perhaps it was... Oh, no. And it was a blast in the way that of being scared to your marrow is a blast, like bone marrow.
Yeah. I figured that part.
But it opened my eyes to something else beyond the floppity wangs I saw at that man's house, which was this.
Why are you looking at the floppity wangs?
Why exactly are you saying that and not her? Unless she's thinking of flopping wangs.
No, I'm thinking at an orgy, I would hope that they weren't flopping. I would hope that they were stiff.
This is why we have a girl on this show.
I'm just confused about the word floppity.
Floppity? Floppity-doppity-doo.
Okay.
So the point of this whole thing was, there is a core of greasy weirdness on Craigslist. I don't think that's necessarily a jaw-dropper there. Has anybody here actually used Craigslist? Let's just
Kinda, but maybe not the same way that the creepers do.
Okay, yeah, I've only looked at it for jobs and to sell items, and that's it.
Jobs only.
Okay.
To find apartments.
Okay. That's a little risky, but okay, in my eyes. I tell you, no, here's a magazine from the local food store. Have at it.
Make sure there's nobody buried under the floorboards.
Ah, true. Or in the closet looking to peep you out. You can advertise damn near anything on Craigslist. Time was, if you wanted anonymous sex, you'd pay for a prostitute or advertise in the back of a weird magazine, like Penthouse or Playboy, like Denver Dong Fancy or Butler Puckers or what? What kind of fucking names are these?
I'm wicked confused. I thought we were supposed to learn things.
Are you fucking from Boston or something?
Why?
You're wicked confused?
I am wicked confused. I'm multinational.
What?
Boston is a nation now.
Apparently.
No, like multinational, like from like countries and stuff. Like their places.
Okay.
Yeah. Just run with it.
No. I seriously want to beat you down for this. What are you fucking talking about?
Like, you're asking if I'm from Boston. I'm, like, kind of from, like, a little bit everywhere.
Am I the only one confused here?
I don't know what you... Just keep talking about the article. That makes no sense. About your orgy... your
Denver Dog Fancy?
Your floppity...
The train has derailed.
Yeah, totally. I don't even know if I want to read this anymore.
What, you don't want to read about floppity anymore?
Flippity floppity float?
All right, let's just read some of these Craigslist articles. I think this guy was writing about those bits that we did way back when, about a year ago.
Sure.
You don't remember those?
No, maybe a little. What is it? The meeting people articles? Like, oh, the person I farted in front of in Quick Check.
Yeah.
Like, like if you found the smell of my fart not to be nauseating, like we should so hang out.
Yes. Yes, so I'm assuming that these 3 ads were from Craigslist and that they had a lot of fun with it. Hi, I'm a successful self-employed male, 27, with dark hair, blue eyes, and in pretty decent shape. I have a fetish that I would love to explore called technosexualism.
All right, I'm done.
Basically, I'm really turned on by robots. I love the idea that one day we'll have robot sex partners and that I can't wait to be able to make love and play flash games all at the same time. It's going to be sexy. I currently have a few robots that I enjoy playing with and was hoping to find a partner who shared my fetish. I'm an engineer by trade and have my own workshop, so I can build almost anything. If you are interested, shoot me a message.
I'm currently working on something called the Vaginal Terminator.
Write that down.
I don't think that's all that weird.
To want to fuck robots or have things sexually done to you by robot-themed things?
I'm just saying that there's a lot weirder stuff out there.
Like?
I don't know personally. I'm just saying that there's weirder stuff out there.
Rubbing thumbs and cleavage? I don't know. Maybe she agrees. I don't know. Next one, balloon buddies, male for male. Uh-oh.
You know what? Just stop right there.
Why?
Just stop right there.
No. We have to read the article because... Hi, 22 male here, short blonde hair, badass scar, and a full-on six-pack of abs under a pretty thin layer of fat. All things considered. I love balloons in the way a man loves latex sphere he wants to pork. I'm reading this word for word. I can't get enough of them. If you are looking for a balloon buddy, maybe someone to hang out with, watch same AMC while we ride balloons like sweet, squeaky ponies. Drop me a line and we'll get sexy balloon style. I have to shower now.
I'm kind of thinking that article would be so much better.
Yeah.
If it was read like from the Swedish Chef. Inky bork and vinky balloon. I'm thinking it might work. And then the balloon go pop pop. Bork.
So you got?
I once I bork too much, I kind of like it just kind of fizzles.
Bork, bork, bork.
I kind of overborked on that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
You overborked your borker.
Hold on.
Oh.
Do you have a link for that one?
What, the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the show prep.
Craigslist. Okay. Yeah. Let's give it a try. What do you say?
Sure.
All right.
I got time to kill. How about you, Ditzy?
Hold on. We can make it work.
Maybe she wants to be entertained for once.
Don't.
Let me entertain you. Let
Oh.
me make you smile.
She's asking if we'd like her to entertain us. Yes.
It's a song from Gypsy.
All right.
She wants to be a gypsy for
right,
us.
We got techno, balloon.
Yeah, scroll down to the
I like not
the balloon buddies one with the green balloon stomach.
It's a hillbilly. Page 2.
That's on page 1.
Let's go to page 2. Confused. The end. Page 1? No. We show prep, by the way. And if you believe that...
Christ on a pony. All right, scroll down. When you pass the robotic sex cock, it's the next story down.
No, I passed Johnny 5. Like
yeah.
That one?
Balloon buddies. Christ on a stick.
Oh, balloon buddies. Here we go. All right, and then quickly, there we go. Gay? No, okay. Okay. Badass scar. Okay.
Yeah, that one.
All right. In the pork, I like the balloons, and the way the man loves latex pork, put a pork into pork. I can't get enough for the dork and the pork, my bork. If you're a balloon buddy, and you mean the pork and me, and sometimes hang out with the AMC, the pork, honk, honk, honk. And the balloons like a sweet squeaky pony, in the pit they drop a line, 'cause a sexy balloon the book. Doesn't really work as well as I thought. I gotta brush up on my
Wait, that
Swedish
was
chef.
much better?
No,
Yeah.
I said it. Oh, it was?
Oh, that was much better than the original story.
I think you turned her on.
It was very sexy.
Must be
yes.
my big Swedish meatball.
I love the Swedish chef in the bedroom.
Like I said, it's the big Swedish meatball. I actually have 2.
Okay. Do you have this?
I'm taking notes 5 minutes towards the end of the show.
Ditzy, do you have the thing open?
Do I have the thing open? No, I don't. Well, yes, I do, don't I? Let me see.
You can, and just take a look at the last story, and you can probably do that one for us. Not to say that you're a 42-year-old woman. I'm just saying that it's a chick thing, and well, it could possibly work. Yes, much like the Swedish chef and his balloon balls.
All right, let's
99 Bork balloons.
99 Bork and a bitch ain't one. Bork and a Bork. I didn't even write that one down.
What?
Hold on. 99 Borks.
Hell?
What? You just read it?
Yes.
I think that's a show title.
What, 99 Bork balloons?
99 Borks and a bitch ain't one.
Go ahead, Ditzy. Read the next one. I like dirt, woman for mature male.
Ooh, rough riding.
Yeah.
Ooh, if it's what I think
I
it
want
is.
your dirt. I like brown fudge for toilet play. Make me love your leavings. I will trust them like dolls. Love. About me, 42, female, spicy rack, and lips like a fish. There you go.
It's not okay to contact this poster with services or other commercial interests.
So, Charmin, stay away. I don't need you.
She
Sherman.
She wants the dude to dress up shit in a bowl and have her dress it up? Ew!
Yeah, pretty much. See?
Come on.
That's just shit.
You're just having a good old time, aren't you, there, boy?
Anytime there's fart sounds, it makes everything better. You can't tell me, no matter what you do, fart sounds will make it more fun.
Mm. This one is worse than the technology one.
Wanted to dress poo over fucking a robot. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You know what that music means, folks? Thank fucking God it's over. She's fucking busting out laughing.
Oh, packing tape. I think we just broke the box.
All right, so instead of doing the normal, what did we learn this week? What did we learn in 2013? Okay.
Oh my God, that had like a question at the end of it. Listen, it's like, you know when you ask a question?
Yeah.
Like that fart wasn't sure about itself.
Ditzy, what did you learn this year?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have to repeat it in 2014.
So you learned absolutely nothing with minimally, 3-4 months on this show?
I know. Oh. I gotta learn more. Or I gotta pay attention, one of the two.
Well, at least she's playing the role. Mr. Wiggle, what did you learn in the year of 2013?
No, in all seriousness, that I have not done nearly a fraction of the things I wanted to do with my life that I've actually done with my life. And looking back, I'm really not sure what I would have done differently. So I pretty much had the greatest goals and no plan. And that still stands.
With an exclamation point to boot.
How about you, Clutch? What you win? What you learn?
What did I win? We won you. What did I learn?
Yes.
Version 2 is a shit ton better than fucking version 1. That's what I learned. Version 2 is a fuck ton better than version 1.
Was that in relation to me?
I can't say yes or no. I just can say I have a lot of gas.
I love the machine gun style
Version
on that
2.
one.
Shit is better than Pete. Got it.
Okay, sure. Especially involving robots for some reason.
Wait, shit is better than pee? It depends on what end it's coming out of. Because you can pee out your asshole, but you can't do it the other way around.
Well, folks, with a minute to go, there's a lot of shit left in his ass tank. The Clutch and Wiggle Experience featuring the Ditz is proud to entertain you for hopefully another full calendar year. 2013 had its ups and downs, folks. We apologize for the downs, but we applaud you for sticking with us through the ups. We thank Miss Ditz for taking on the contest and blowing it out of the water without having us to go to a second contender. Mr. Wiggle, I thank you for doing this for another fucking year. Let's do it again for 2014, shall we?
I don't know if I have enough hot air left in me.
Clutch and Wiggle Experience can be downloaded at iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher, Smart Radio, Spreaker, everywhere else, folks. 2014, we will all see you next year.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.